Welcome back to the podcast of Young Funny and Black. We your hosts, man. I'm Rico. To my left.
Shotters.
The biggest.
Shotters. Let it go. Let it go just for the one time, Mar. Yeah.
It was clean too, on God.
You gotta watch out.
Oh my God.
Y'all better check them young niggas. Oh God. You got switchies.
You better check the young niggas, man. You better check the young niggas.
And the dope.
Cause she got her muscles out. Y'all better
Ain't
y'all
no
better
reason in
stop
summer
playing.
you got a mask and a coat on.
Y'all better stop playing.
I'm going to come.
Y'all better stop playing.
And who the fuck do I got to my right?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Mr. Ain't going.
Mr. Beat the Road.
Mr. Postscript.
Mr. You gonna have to do your job. Come find me, bitch.
I ain't never turned myself.
Okay,
Left pocket
then.
full of pink fitness.
What?
Right pocket got blues.
Don't get me started. It's your boy Uno, 101, back in the flesh, live and direct.
Live and direct.
We is back. We is
Make
back.
sure y'all shop the brand.
We is back.
You said. You
We
said.
is back. But hold on. We got this nigga.
Hello.
We got this nigga.
Let
Hello.
him have it.
Who it is?
It's habit.
Let him have it.
I'm not asking why I'm quiet. Out everywhere.
Go get that right now. Go get that right now. Go get that right now. Let me fish it.
Appreciate you, my boy.
Let me fish. My boy.
Love.
My boy. And if you was, you know what? If you was any bigger, you would be my bigger nigga. God damn.
It's crazy because I'm already the big nigga.
Hey.
I'm gonna be the biggest for real.
Talk about it. And don't forget the realest, bitch.
Hello.
Oh
You
man.
feel what I'm saying?
Man.
Oh my God.
Since you say don't forget the realest.
Fuck say
We cannot forget the realest. Free fucking thug. I don't know how many times I gotta fucking say it.
Free thug.
How many times we gotta say
Free
it?
Jeff.
We gotta say it till
We
it's free.
We saying it
Till
till
it's
it's
backwards.
backwards.
Till it's free.
Till
ain't
it's upside down.
it? Yeah.
Hell's you talking about?
Mhm.
Till that boy is. Thank you.
Mhm.
Till that boy is free at that cell. Let that boy out of jail.
Uh-huh.
It's starting to look up. It's starting to look up.
It's kind of looking.
They keep changing judges, and when you keep changing judges, there's a more likelihood of it getting thrown out.
It can be a mistrial, but you know they said
Saying that, but they had Millie in that jail for.
right, and he already had a mistrial, and they putting his ass back on trial.
Yeah.
But
So-
well, let's not talk about Melly.
That's neither here nor there.
Oh, sorry, Melly
You
or
feel me?
Melly the murderer.
You know. I mean, I was just reading this shit. God damn it went away. I hate when you get off an app, then you go back
You
on. And
refresh.
what the fuck you refreshing for? But I just read something. I think the woman who was running against Fannie Willis,
Oh, the DA.
The white lady.
she said if she wins, she throwing that Young Thug case out, bro.
So you know what you.
She said if she wins, she throwing that shit out.
So you know what you Negroes need to go do? Go vote.
So either she doing that shit just to get the black votes, or she's doing that shit because she actually sees the bullshit that's going on within the trial.
But I ain't gonna lie because, I'm all for Thug, but I'm not gonna say that he's necessarily innocent on everything they're trying to
He
try
innocent to
for.
proven guilty.
But at the same time, a lot of these shits that they're trying him for, we was in middle school, nigga.
For sure. But they don't
We were
matter.
Grown ass, ain't no statute of limitation.
Yeah.
Type shit.
But let me tell you something.
So
let me,
it's
let me
like,
tell you
why
something.
we even, if y'all ain't get him in, why the fuck a decade and some change later, we're putting this man on trial for years and y'all still ain't came up with nothing.
How they do?
But see, that's Woody, that motherfucker Woody. I don't recall himself. He's really supposed to be their star witness because he's the one he's came out in court and said it. Like he's the one who, like, listen, when they was interrogating me back then, he said I knew they was trying to get me. But I knew they didn't. I knew they wasn't gonna get Thug, so I put everything on Thug. He came out in court and said that shit.
Right.
So it's like,
So now
he's supposed
not
to be a star
reliable.
witness, but now he, you know what I'm saying, he don't recall. He recanting on a lot of shit. He pleading the fifth. It's a lot of other bullshit going on within the trial. So now you don't. Now they can't. Now that you feel what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
So now they
Absolutely.
don't know really how to go at the motherfucker. Now they don't know how to go at Thug no more.
Because they had one
You feel
thing,
me?
and now it's a whole different.
You feel what I'm
It's a
saying?
whole
They were
different
going
thing.
off of word of
Woody
mouth,
the
not
nigga.
evidence.
He the nigga that's supposed to be connecting the puzzle pieces.
And he making you confused.
You
He
feel
say
me?
some shit, you be like, damn,
You
he's
feel
good
me?
as fuck.
You feel me?
He good as fuck.
That
It gotta be in
he
you.
the type of nigga.
I don't.
You play Uno, you call Uno, he throw out plug 4. Now you mad.
Now you mad.
Now you mad.
You feel what I'm
and
saying?
there's nothing you could. Matter of fact, let's go to the footage.
Lil Woody ready to go back to them 20v1.
What you call him? What you call him? Lil Woody.
Like I told you before, y'all called me to trial. I have lied.
Mm-hmm.
I made things up.
Mm-hmm.
I told you this before y'all brought me in this courtroom. And I'm telling you now. You asked me about 2015. I have got my life together. Y'all trying to put this on my conscience. Y'all trying to put people's life in my hands. I don't lie on people. I don't want to be here. Y'all have pressured me. I'm tired of y'all. Cause y'all black people doing this to us.
And I understand that.
Leave me alone. Let me leave. Man, y'all pissing me off. Listen, I don't recall nothing I said to no police. Stop asking me these questions. I'm telling you, I don't recall.
I understand, but we're going to have to get through the questions. You can just continue saying you don't recall if that's what it is.
That's what you want me to say?
I want you to answer the question. For just a minute.
I don't recall. I don't recall.
I don't recall.
You don't even got to play the whole thing. You don't even got to play the whole thing.
My whole thing is, though, the shit that he is talking about when he said he was lying to them folks, I feel as though he was not lying. But I want to know why now he's recanting everything.
Because they don't have
because it's on trial.
Evidence. They don't have no evidence.
It's on trial.
And then when you go on the trial,
so do you think that Thug knew he was in these interrogation rooms saying what the fuck he was?
I'm gonna say this: Thug did a.
Cause he said he lying on people. That still make me feel bad. Like
I think it might have been.
Yeah, I know you was doing this, that, and the fourth, and now you trying to cover your ass and help me out now and mistrial and do this, that, and the fourth. But when it all came down to it from the first beginning, because you didn't think it was gonna get this far, little baby. That's what it's giving. You didn't think it was gonna get this far.
Who?
Lil Woody.
Okay.
He didn't think it was gonna get this far, and now that it is, because truthfully and honestly, when he was in that interrogation room telling all that business, Thug should have been got carried away, in my opinion.
Right.
You putting shit on Thug that they knowing has something to do with YSL and y'all's gang, because you know it's not a gang.
Right.
It's a label.
Corporation.
It's a business. You feel me?
Type
Truly
shit.
humble under
God.
Amen.
What did he think? Like, I don't think he thought it was going to get this far. And now he's just trying to, backtrack and cover his ass. And why everybody's mad at Gunna Wanna, they need to be mad at Lil Woody.
But see, niggas ain't mad at Lil Woody because Lil Woody actually kill your ass. He might be a snitch, but that nigga a killer though.
Well, don't say that. He's
nah. He did not already. That nigga already say he the one who went up and shot out Rich Homie shit. Daddy. He shot up Rich Homie Daddy's barbershop back in the day.
And that's why everybody fell out like that. Like,
you feel what I'm saying?
And them fell out.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit going on within Atlanta. Atlanta damn near Atlanta on some crazy shit.
They on some different
but
shit. Atlanta is Atlanta.
Let me see. And this
It's on state.
My thing is this. See, this how you know times is changing because, like, back then, dog. Like back then, you had motherfuckers like you had OGs in the game who would go and correct the nigga. You know what I'm saying, on some shit.
Right.
Now you got motherfuckers nowadays. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Woody, he out here doing this 20v1s. He making a bag right now. And I ain't hating on no nigga bag. Get your money.
YouTube run.
But when the fuck did we start glorifying snitching?
6ix9ine.
Niggas ain't glorify 6ix9ine. Everybody hated 6ix9ine. Who you hung around that was fucking with 6ix9ine? Nobody.
It was motherfuckers. Motherfuckers bumping 6ix9ine.
Who?
My thing about me is
the nigga went number one. You think niggas want? He don't go number one without niggas bumping. Shit.
But 6ix9ine was never my cup of tea. Like, he had his little songs that were catchy and like but
look what that shit got him.
I never had 6ix9ine downloaded in my playlist.
Look what that shit got that nigga now. Everybody he know is in jail because this fucking ass snitch. Yeah, he been popping shit like he hard, but that nigga still bitch made. And he being hot and like, wasn't that motherfucker across the water somewhere for a little minute? He ain't too long came back to America.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So my thing, Wood, don't get me wrong. You cool and all, you a funny motherfucker, you making your bad, but it's like, damn, like, we seen all this hate when Gunna came out. All this hate. And I was one of y'all. I was one of the niggas on this video said, but Gunna ain't snitching. Gunna just saying just saying what they already know. Now, boom, you got niggas like Woody. Everybody love Woody. They praise Woody. But how though? But how? The nigga out here snitching like a motherfucker,
That's
bro.
what's been confusing me. Because, y'all, we cannot forget, that's my Woody, that baby was in the interrogation room, like, telling business that could get somebody implicated. And now, because it's on trial, he's backtracking on everything he said. That's not okay. Not saying what Gunna did was okay, but he took an Alfred plea. And he just said, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, to the questions. Woody gave them solid evidence. Like, this whole Rico was based around what they were giving from him.
You feel me?
In that interrogation.
He wouldn't even be in the motherfucking courtroom right now.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even be in the courtroom. He wouldn't be in the courtroom.
But he's very entertaining, so I don't know. It's not like we're going... Honestly, I feel as though anybody who's not in that situation is no pick or choose. Like, you just watch and see what the fuck going on and go on about your life. Because at the end of the day, this is not affecting you. Woody can be a snitch all he want to be, but he's funny. He's content at the end of the day. Like, he's capitalizing off of this shit. Like, he's making money off of this shit. And he's free as fuck while Thug is watching him behind the desk with his lawyer, hoping and praying that he has a breakthrough.
I feel that, but the amount of hate that Gunna got though, cause Gunna free and Gunna making money and Gunna entertaining because he doing shows, he doing concerts.
And Gunna is YSL.
But
he's
it's
making
like,
money for that YSL.
Everybody switched up on Gunna. Niggas in the industry switched up on Gunna.
Mm-hmm.
Running mouth, Lil Baby for a fucking example, running his fucking mouth. But I ain't heard not a soul. I ain't heard not a soul say nothing about that nigga.
Yeah.
Nothing. I ain't heard nothing about Lil
I ain't heard nobody say a motherfucking soul. I ain't heard nobody trying to discredit him or nothing. But at the end of the day, y'all did everything in y'all power to try to discredit Gunna. And Gunna ain't say nothing damn near close to what the fuck he be saying.
Shit.
He keeping that shit cool. All that nigga do is smile and eat his fucking fruit. He on his healthy shit.
Okay.
Come on, nah. Making his money on tour.
Dropping the best
So I have problems with that. Even though it doesn't have nothing to do with me, but I have problems with that on people just glorifying because
They
people
be
motherfuckers.
picking and choosing. People
You feel what I'm saying?
And the reason why they pick and choose is because Gunna is so quiet and he ain't spoke out and he's not one of those social media personalities who just want people to like him. Woody is that. And this is how Woody, I feel as though, because Woody wasn't, I don't know who the fuck that bald-headed man is. Besides maybe hearing his song 1 or 2 times in the music and still didn't know who that fucking man was.
Exactly.
But now he's on YouTube doing this, that, and the fourth. I'm just trying to figure out how we even got him to this point. Because he's the reason, one of the main reasons why Thug is in that cell right now.
Because it ain't no reason my 60-year-old uncle asked me, do I know Woody music? Hell no, I don't know his music. I see
music?
Yeah,
that exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That nigga he's a rapper. I don't know if he's been making music, but I know lately he didn't drop like 2-3 songs.
I just see the nigga in the 20v1.
That nigga didn't drop like 2-3 songs. Like I done heard snippets.
That motherfucker be having me lying.
Yeah.
Like,
so
would you ever do a 20v1?
No.
Okay, so
would you?
What I would
do a 20v1?
Hell,
I feel as though as a man, it's like, okay, but as a woman, it's degrading as fuck. I don't know. I couldn't see myself doing no 20v1 or no balloon popping, but that's just off the strength that I don't care for a nigga to want me that bad that I gotta prove myself to a nigga and bring myself down a couple levels when I'm all the way up here about some YouTube shit.
For sure.
You definitely could.
I feel as though some of them girls really just be for content, and I'm honestly fingers crossing that a lot of them girls just be for content, and that's not real life. You bitches is looking for a soulmate. I don't know.
I seen that
one 20v1.
What's the 20v1 with the bisexual artist, and she went and she gave that man down, man, at the 20v1, which is crazy.
Oh, you talking about the JP boy?
Yeah.
I don't think that was real, y'all.
You don't think so?
They was saying it wasn't. Like, they was saying like she was just making noises in the bathroom. But I don't know.
She was in there, motherfucker. That's all we can confirm. She was there.
So let's hop on Quando Rondo. For the people who don't know, he got a court case going on.
Mm-hmm.
Is it about what is it? It's about
drugs.
He pleads guilty to federal drug charges and apologizes to his friends and family, saying, "I'm a changed person."
So, mind you.
I think he said that little girl pregnant.
But before
he was going back and forth about his girlfriend and shit, who was still in high school when they got together.
But he ain't that young either, though. I mean, he ain't that old. That nigga.
Even though it's 23, but when he got with that girl, she wasn't even out of high school yet.
How old she was? She was in like her junior year?
Like 17, 18 maybe, but
that nigga ain't finished high school. He don't know no better. What the hell you want? What you want? He don't know no better. And y'all want to talk about that? What okay, y'all want to talk about that? Like y'all want to talk about that? What if y'all ain't talking about Boston Richie and his little young ass girlfriend?
No, that's weird as well too, because he's however old he is, and
her thick ass, her fake ass body. He bought all that.
No, she been thick like that.
She been thick. For real.
Ben had a body.
For real.
That's why people didn't believe she was the age she was, but she's the youngest.
For real.
How old is she?
She like 19, 20, dog.
Now.
When they started what, 2-3 years ago?
Like, it's been like 2 years. It's been like 2.
Can we talk
I think she was like 17.
Can we talk about these rappers and fucking with young women? Because there was a video that was trending online about Ruby Rose when she was in the Bad and Bougie video. She said she was 16. And she was also fucking with Travis Scott. She was fucking with 21 Savage around this same time. Mm-hmm. In the game. This was popping up when she was fucking with Drewski. And it's pretty weird to think about because
how the fuck did that 16-year-old get into the
Bad and Bougie?
But you gotta think
it's at the table.
It's not no age limit on model agencies though.
On Video Vixens?
It ain't no age limit on it. I mean, I think as long as...
I'm not talking... I understand the video. I'm talking about her dating. I'm talking about her dating. Travis Scott. Travis Scott should have been...
You act like you ain't never fuck with Unc them?
No, I'm scared. I have a daddy in my life. I don't want Unc them.
You don't have... You ain't never mess with a nigga older than you for real?
No.
Word?
Who I've ever fucked with we been in the same age group.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't find Unc Nim attractive. That's scary. Actually, that's predatory. Because what does Unc Nim want with me?
But
I like Unc
Nim. Well, it's a different version.
When I wasn't thought of, Unc Nim was pushing 30.
That's a different version because Ruby Rose was what she said she was 16. How old was them when she was dating?
Pushing 30.
It was about
Migos wasn't in their 30s. She said
23, 25.
Who she was dating?
She was fucking.
She wasn't dating them.
Travis Scott.
She was fucking with Travis Scott.
Travis Scott wasn't no put. He was in his 20s. So you gotta think. Okay, peep. I'm not saying this good. Listen,
as a 23-year-old now, you fucking with somebody who's still in high school.
Can you listen?
Nigel?
Can you listen?
Nigel?
Can you listen?
Nigel,
you know that. I know that ain't that long. I know that ain't that long. We heard that long in a long time. I'm glad we still hearing it, man. I'm glad we still hearing it. I'm glad we still with it. I'm glad we still hearing that alarm right there. Trying to pop all that shit, and God said, "Shut up." He told you to be quiet.
Mm-hmm. He said, "Girl, shut the fuck up."
That's what I'm saying. I ain't pumping something. I'm not justifying it, but what I'm saying is like, it's bad. It's a bad look for sure. But when these motherfuckers, that go back to this R. Kelly shit. When you know, cause talk to me. Lean back. Let me lean back so I can see both of y'all.
Cook.
I'm letting you cook.
See,
no, take a shot with me. Before we talk about our kids. For real.
And he might get out soon. So,
okay.
What I'm saying is, this go kind of back to the R. Kelly shit.
From a distance.
If, for real though, because
I'm locked in.
If you are a young woman and these motherfuckers seeing hella talent in you,
right,
at a young age, like it doesn't matter if you modeling or you singing or you acting, anything,
right.
It's all they don't care. As long if it's another motherfucker above you that got paper, and they can put you in a position to prolong your career. These parents don't be giving a fuck about that shit,
but they really didn't do that.
These parents don't be giving a fuck about that shit.
But they really didn't do that.
You talking about the parents with R. Kelly?
Besides,
they got paid. What we talking about? We talking about Ruby? What we talking about?
Everybody needs to go to jail.
They not in jail.
Second of all, with the Ruby Rose situation, maybe the Migos put her in position, but as for the other sideline characters who was just fucking with the girl.
But see, you feel what I'm saying? But see, this what I'm. But see, this. But see, listen. I'm about to show you the game. See, they might not actually be putting her in that position, but her just being around them. Cause them niggas having hella people around them. They having hella people around them. They having media artists around them. I mean, media managers around them. Fucking artist managers around them. Fucking label executives around them. So them personally might not be putting her in a position, but her being around just that environment itself. She, you feel what I'm saying?
Video, I'm mad at these niggas fucking with
for sure. But see, that's why I asked how old was everybody when that shit, because if we talking about a 4-5 year gap, okay, cool. But we talking about underage.
It's just the fact that she was
if she was 16 in that Bad and Bougie video and then started fucking with 21 Savage and them after the Bad and Bougie video, she was barely of consent age.
For sure.
And those were grown ass.
For sure.
Because no matter how much talent you see in that, you tell me you can't find nobody with talent
but see, of age. I'm gonna tell you something that I hate though. This 10. So something that I hate, I hate it so bad when we talk about age differences and age gaps, because if you say if I'm 16, right? And I'm not gonna say me. Say if it's a girl I'm talking to.
No, because we need to talk to the boys too, because even still then it's
okay. So say if I'm 16 and it's a woman out here that's 21, 24, right? What how much?
That's
what
8?
That's 8 years. That's terrible, right? But
it's weird.
But if I'm over 22 and she 29, it's different. But see, that's what I mean when I say I hate it. I just hate it.
No,
it's just different.
Because when you said 16, you're in high school. This motherfucker is how old? You said 21?
Yeah.
We out of high school. You college age if you're in college.
Mm-hmm.
Like now you're legalized to do anything. Like you're considered a grown as adult now.
Mm-hmm.
Why is you fucking with little baby 16 years old? 16? What grade you was in? 10th?
But you gotta think, hell, back then legalization was 18. It wasn't 21. 10 years ago, legalization was 18 years old. It wasn't 21 how it is now.
I can see graduated high school 18 and 21-year-old. I can see that. But I'm still in high school like Rashida and Kurt. Rashida was 17 years old when she got with Kurt. Kurt was on his second kid by the time he was with Rashida.
Okay.
He was pushing 20. He was picking her up from school.
And how old she was?
Weird, 17.
And how old he was?
Grown as fuck.
Second kid.
Type shit.
On his second kid, pushing 25, picking his girlfriend up from high school.
She rapping about chicken noodle soup.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me.
Man, that she had a baby by. That's not weird.
You're not hearing me. I told you I hate it. But I'm saying I hate how it's the fact that like when you that age versus when you another age and people just you know what I'm saying, just forget about it.
Misconstrue age ain't nothing but a number. Age ain't nothing but a number don't mean shit about a young-ass person dating somebody way older than them. Age ain't nothing but a number means that it don't matter how old you is to get this money, how old you is to be successful, how old you is to find love, how old you is to do this, that, and the fourth. It ain't got nothing to do with you barely 18 fucking with somebody who's your daddy age. That's weird.
But you ain't gotta fuck with somebody that's your daddy age.
That ain't age, ain't nothing. I was just being dramatic.
Type shit.
Like, that shit just, it's weird to me. It's weird.
That's what I'm saying. And
that's just
it's a fucked up situation though.
It's all fucked up.
I don't have men problems. I don't have those type of problems. I've never been attracted to nobody like crazy older than me. Even if a man my brother's age, my brother is 30 years old.
Okay.
Even 30 years old, kind of like, I got a brother your age. Like,
but see, it's
they not going.
Okay.
No, they not going.
Okay. Hold on. It's Hold on. Now
I have good men in my life that's not going.
It's not always the simple fact of a shawty was having daddy problems as to why she like older men. That's not always the case now. That's not whatsoever. Yeah, it plays a major factor, but that's not always the case. Now,
that's my case.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, now I'm not saying that like that I agree with that situation, but I'm just saying, like, I just feel like it's weird and whole because we'll beat a nigga, we'll beat a nigga down, you know what I'm saying, for dating somebody 4-5 years older than him if he's 21, you know what I'm saying, she 16, 17, 18. But then it's like, boom, when it's like as soon as everybody get over 20, they just forget about that shit and just like, fuck it. That's what my thing was. I'm not saying that I agree with that shit because I don't. Because I wouldn't want my daughter, you know what I'm saying, doing some shit like that. I wouldn't. I mean, I don't have a daughter, but eventually. I don't want that. For sure. But I'm just saying, I just hate how it's a damn. It's like as soon as everybody get over 20, it's like, fuck. It don't matter no more. Motherfuckers get over 20, next thing you know, they fucking with somebody 10 years older than them. Like, that's the kind of shit, like, I be saying.
That's kind of odd to me. Like, you're still young, mama.
You feel me?
Like, wow.
But see, they don't look at it like that no more. That's what I'm saying. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
But I can't say too much because, not for me, I can't speak for myself, but a lot of people's parents be like big age gaps apart. Mm-hmm. But so I don't know. I feel as though back then it was more acceptable then than it is now because people had the mindset of an older man means security. Right. He's more stable financially.
For sure.
You feel me? Right. But it's still odd because at the end of the day, what did this grown ass man see with this young ass girl? Like, what can a young
tenderoni
do for you? Besides be cute on your hip. Yeah. Like, what can this young ass girl honestly do for you besides be
for sure
basically I don't even want to say a slave, but a slave.
I thought you about to say a slave.
But like a
they out there.
Because at the end of the day, now you're her fucking father figure. Like, she's looking up to you as to what the next move is. Like, that's weird to me. Yeah. Yes, I want a man to lead, but I want us to be able to lead together. We close in age, we're close in mindset, like we can figure shit out together. I don't want to be with no man 10 years my elder looking to him for the answer.
I do feel what you're saying.
Eyed, looking like Dandy Dixie doozy and delusional.
Right, but how many times have you also seen where there was, you know, oh, I don't want no nigga that's my age. I want him to be this, that, and the third, and so they're looking for that. Well, you shut that shit up.
But see, that's what I'm saying, though. But see,
fuck it, you could. Like,
some people
that's just their mindset. You know what I'm saying? That just
be their mindset, and I think it's scary. It's really scary because it ain't nothing you can do with an older man. Like,
at the end of the day, if
shit's scary.
But then again,
maybe if you 30 and he 40, that's different. But if you 20, 21 and he's 30 plus, that's just weird.
Then again, you don't know like how they personalities click. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the age gap is a little weird.
You 30 years old. How much you got in common with a 21-year-old, fresh out of high school for real, still trying to figure out what the fuck
you just said that you in college.
Not settled. But even still,
I understand.
We've been 21 before, fresh out of high school, not knowing what the fuck we want to do with our lives.
I'm still in that boat. But at the same time, some people look towards like they got more experience. They really could show me different shit that I ain't seen yet because they done been around longer than I have. You feel what I'm saying? So like
then
that attracts them. It's certain shit that
like a learning experience rather than a relationship.
That's why do people like being dominated and dominatrix? That's just what they like. That's what they like. I can't speak for that, you know.
Right. It's all fucked up at the end of the day.
It's all fucked
and
up.
Everybody need to go to jail. How do we even where do we go?
I don't know. And it's crazy you say that because it feel like everybody been outside recently.
Yes.
You know, the young motherfuckers, the older motherfuckers, the aunties, the mamas, the daddies, the sisters, the uncles, you know, and
I guess it's a preference. Everybody has a preference, but I've been approached by a nigga that said he was 30 years old, and I was like,
no. That's what did he?
No, I was like, no.
He just yeah.
No.
Have you been approached someone
Duh.
And how did you feel?
He was all for it.
Duh, nigga. What the fuck? The fuck? Everybody know. Dog, like, yeah.
Right.
I mean, I like no, hold on. I done been what age? Like,
I'm just saying more than 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask you this. Was that person mental level where you looked up to them instead of being like an equal? Because there are a lot of age gaps where you look at them like, okay, I'm looking up to you instead of being equal to you. You feel what I'm saying? Because not every 21 is the same, because you have more mature minded individuals.
When you say look up to, what you mean?
As in like a superior. Like, you in a relationship, that's your equal, that's your partner. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
But then there's some relationships where it's a big age gap where they look to them for guidance. They look up to them as an effect where you're above me, you're on a different pedestal.
You done been through something that's like...
You feel me? Instead of, I look to you as a person, I fuck with you for your conversation, your personality, how you make me feel, and some shit like that. It's more as... You on a different level. You at where I'm trying to get, basically, and I look up to you instead of looking to you as an equal.
So the people who I have been approached by that's been older than me, I haven't really looked at them as to like for advice,
right,
or no shit like that. That all comes down to each his own, because for one, it depends on what kind of position you in yourself,
right.
But it depends on how you was brought up as well, though. Because
for sure,
for me, I had to grow up way earlier than I was supposed to. So it's a lot of shit I'm already knowing what the fuck going on.
For sure.
So a lot of shit isn't really new to me. You know what I'm saying? So when I do get in situations with somebody that's older than me, like I'm really just there for I want to explore.
Right.
Because I feel like a lot of times, like when I'm I done met a lot of people my age and they don't really be hitting on shit. You feel what I'm saying?
That's true.
Sometimes I do go older,
right?
Because I want to explore more. I want to, because I know it's more. You know what I'm saying?
To kind of piggyback off of that, it's more as like, it's a lot of shit that, like, you know, it's different generations. You feel what I'm saying? Like, our generation has lived in this world of social media, and how motherfuckers act is different than motherfuckers that grew up without it. You feel what I'm saying? So they're more personable to where you can have a conversation to them, and you don't have to be so world orientated or about, you feel what I'm saying? You can actually have a conversation with different people, but not saying that's every person that's older than you are, because you have motherfuckers that are older and they're simply there for predatory terms. You feel what I'm saying? So it really just, it's a case to case. It's a case.
And I feel like that, but see, okay, boom. The first motherfucker the first person who I talked to that was older than me. When was this? I was 18 at the time. I think she was 20, she might have been 24, 25. Okay, cool. But it's like,
what can that 18-year-old do for you, girl?
Hold up. Let me ask you something.
I'm dropping dick.
Let me ask you something.
What the fuck is you talking about?
Did she know you was 18?
Yeah, she knew how old I was. She came to one of the football games and saw me out there on the field, and I was talking to my mama at the time.
The Friday Night Live.
I'm my mama. Matter of fact, she went to Northwestern. And she was, I don't know what the fuck, but I was talking to my mama.
She's alumni.
This peak game though.
Type shit,
graduated
I'm talking to my mama
5 years ago.
She all in my face, talking to me. Never say nothing. See her again later. Still ain't really never say nothing. Long story short, I think her cut, I don't know. All I know is when the shit first started, it wasn't on no shit like, that's why I mean, when both of y'all got to know what y'all want though. You feel what I'm saying? Because if a lot of people, if you want to go serious, if you want to get serious with somebody that's older than you, a lot of times it's not really going to work. It's not going to work out in your favor. That's why you really just got to play you got to play the hands you dealt. Because with me and her, it was kind of like an understanding, like, well, we just chilling right now. Like we don't really expect too much from each other right now.
Because what can you expect from me?
You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, dog, I'm 18. Like, dog, I'm not. I mean, I'm hustling. I'm hustling, but I'm not working. What?
Was this the boat era?
Yeah. Yeah, nigga. Yes. Yeah. And that was a wonderful era in my life.
Tight shit.
That was a wonderful era in my life. Okay.
But that's what I wanted to know. My fault.
It was on some shit like when me and her first got in, you know what I'm saying, started dealing, I wasn't looking at her as in like some shit like, oh, I'm looking up to you. Well, I was just looking at her like, damn, like, you know, she got her own crib, like she got her own money.
Felt like
she got her shit together. It got her shit together.
You feel what I'm saying? So that was my first time really experiencing a woman with her own shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like I said, I'm 18, so we fresh out of, you feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I'm not knowing what to really fucking expect.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that's what I mean when I say I like to explore, like show me something, because sometimes depending on who you are with, it can help elevate you. And you know what I'm saying, to help you get what the fuck you want, but it teaches on, really, bro.
Right. For sure.
What you about to say?
Listen, them old women be liking them young niggas.
They love them young niggas. They young niggas. But it's to a certain extent, though.
To a certain extent. They keep it cute.
They keep it cute.
Whereas the older men it's on some shit where they never got no play during their time, so they got to go to somebody that don't know them. That's like you got bullied in your hood, so you go to a different hood where they don't know you. Your background type shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Because everybody know you the store runner. But
and that's,
you feel what I'm saying?
You feel what I'm saying? That's how it goes. You know.
That's how it goes.
Unfortunately.
So. Thank y'all for coming to our TED Talk. This is a very good conversation.
This was a very good conversation.
Good job, guys. I love it.
But let's get back to you, though.
No, we
Ooh.
I was about to move on, child. I was about to move on.
So.
Because everybody's sick and predatory.
No, but what's too old for you? Because I know you say you have a brother that's 30, you know, you got your father, you got your mama and shit. So what's too old for you?
I'm 22. So something that's too old for me is like anything over 25. Like if I feel as though if we weren't in high school at the same time, that's too old for me. Even if you graduated a year or two before me, if we wasn't in high school at the same time, that is too much for me. Because
let me ask you this.
When we pushing,
that's cap.
Let me ask you this.
That's cap. I'm calling cap.
Hold on. Let me ask you this.
I'm calling cap.
Did you enjoy hanging with those people? You know, those relationships.
I'm calling.
Were they
people
great,
my age?
Good experiences? Yeah.
Hell no.
Oh.
Fuck these niggas. But that don't mean it's gonna be any better older. I don't want to experiment that bad. I experiment with another nigga my age.
Type shit. Okay.
Everybody is not the same. I just experiment with another nigga my age. I never cared. I was never with the hype of somebody older. Ooh, he got this, he got that.
Right.
He picking me up from school. I don't
type
care.
Shit.
It's weird to me. It's really weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's because I have a strong king in my life. A couple of them.
That ain't
got nothing to do with it. So we just gonna move on.
I got one question though. So when you get out of your 20s, are you still gonna feel like, because you say 22, you say 25, so what that is, about 4 years? When you get out of your 20s, are you still gonna feel like 4 years is still the limit for you?
Yeah, I don't want nobody too much older than me. For what? I'd rather keep somebody around my same age range, you know. I'm not
saying like, as in like you have to. I'm just saying, but sometimes you just find what you find though. You feel what I'm saying?
You find what you find, but I haven't came across nothing older than me that's like really just stuck out and be like, oh yes, I want to try that.
I feel like once you get out your 20s, you're not gonna be like, you know what, he might be 5-6 years older than me. I feel like you still might not give a fuck. I feel like it's just because you in your 20s right now. That's just me. I feel like because you in your 20s right now, you be like, nah, fuck that. I ain't trying to date no nigga that's 30. But damn, you get over 30, you're gonna be like, I might be 30. Yeah, he might be 36, but I fuck with him though.
Right.
And he put me on game by a lot of shit. I just feel like because you in your 20s right now. Type shit.
Maybe. Maybe.
Watch.
I just want to say
10 years from now.
Pour one out.
10 years from now. Y'all gonna be like, damn, that nigga Nigel said it. that nigga Nigel said it. And I'd be like, I know.
We got to pour one out for the dead homies.
Ain't none of my homies dead.
Stream East got packed up.
Let's see. I was just using it earlier. I just sent the link to my pops earlier.
This is what I was watching the Olympics on.
They taking everything.
Nuh-uh, they took Stream East for real.
That's what they saying. I got to see. I really got to see because I ain't checked myself. I really got to fact check this.
I know it's been a whole lot of fuckery going on today with a whole lot of R. Kelly's going on.
But if you're an auntie out there and you think a fine young nigga like me is your type, follow me on Instagram.
Nigga.
It's in the comments. But anyway, I'm just joking.
All I'm going to say is, before we end this off, don't let ages determine your love. Especially if you haven't found nobody worth loving around your age. Now, I'm not saying be on some predatory shit. I'm not saying be on some weird shit. I'm not saying any of that. But if you know for sure that you done tried and you just sick and tired of being sick and tired, sometimes it's good with experimenting. Sometimes it's good with exploring a little bit. Nothing too crazy, just a little razzle-dazzle. Because y'all like to go overboard, you feel me? But for real though,
leave the kids alone.
Sometimes you gotta take a small leap of faith just to see, because you never know what kind of route your life can take.
That's you feel what I'm saying?
Real shit though.
Real shit.
You don't never know what kind of route your life can take, or you never know how much happiness somebody can bring to you besides, you know what I'm saying, or how much, you know what I'm saying, pain somebody can bring to you. It can go hand in hand. But if you know that if you know these niggas ain't hitting on shit, or if you know these women ain't hitting on shit around your age, then step it up a couple levels.
Type shit.
Couple years, maybe 2, 3, 4. Nothing crazy.
And with that being said,
I love the Cougars. I love the Cougars. I love the Cougars.
And they love us. Let's be for real.
I love the Cougars.
You know what?
And y'all love young niggas.
Because what they want the young niggas to do. What they want the young niggas to do.
Not the Mario coins out there.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all stream and recap on our platform.
Yes.
Make sure y'all are tapped into Situation Room Season 2 on the way. After Hours Season 2, directed by yours truly.
And if you haven't already, I just did an interview with the Core Queens podcast. Good woman, Dee Dee. She invited me on her podcast. So if you haven't, make sure y'all go tune into that. It's the Gen Z, me, J-Mon on there.
Shout out J-Mon.
Conversating. So make sure y'all go tap into that. Appreciate it.